Welcome everybody. Tuesday evening in Belgium, and we are live here on all the platforms, including TikTok, YouTube, and all the others. So welcome everybody, welcome to join our live here. And today we are going to build some AI tools. Build some AI tools that will help our sales process. That's what we are going to do. Last week we were building Dynamics 365 for sales, more and more also with Copilot for sales, and today we're going to go a little bit deeper into building customized AI tools that we can use for our lead generation. That's what we are going to do. So welcome everybody that is joining on all the platforms here. If you have any questions about what we're doing, just put them in chat. I'm happy to talk about anything on stream. So let's get into this. And we are going to, so I made a little bit of an overview. Let me pull that one up so that I have a little bit of an agenda, some topics that I want to talk about. Let's pull that up. And it's actually the perfect weather to stream right now because it's pouring rain. Not this one. I need my Teams. So welcome everybody watching on TikTok as well, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Twitch. If you have anything to share with us, do put something in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. So, okay. So today, some of the topics here, and let me see if I can see this. Where is my live studio? Here. Yeah, you can see this. Perfect. I'm actually going to do it like this. Maybe I can do, yeah, this is good. Okay, so as you can see today, July 9th, we are streaming about all of these topics right here. And first thing that I want to tackle is building a sales sequence in Dynamics 365 for sales. If you've been watching one of our previous streams, you have seen that we can build sales sequences in Dynamics 365 that helps us to follow up with our prospects in a good way, in a way that we don't forget any of the steps. I also showed before that we were using ClickUp, for example, to already do that in a more manual way. Now within Dynamics 365, we can do it more in an automated way, and I want to start there to really build this out, to show you how you can do this, because I think it's really, really important. In one of the previous streams and one of the previous videos that you will have seen as well, you can see the benefits of Dynamics 365 for sales. And if I go to Copilot for sales, this is where I get these kind of benefits from. And I'll just show you immediately how you can actually use Copilot in Bing. So if you use Bing, even within Chrome, and you're logged in with your 365 account, like I am here on the top right, you can see Stefan at titanify.be, then you can use Copilot. Well, you can use it anyway. You don't even need to log in with your account, but this also connects to your 365 if you want to. As you can see here, yeah, I just switched. So I switched from search to Copilot, and it already gives me some information about Copilot for sales. Now from here, and this works like Gemini, this works like ChatGPT, because it is based on the GPT frameworks, on the models. So I want to actually show you the benefits. So what are the main benefits for SDRs? So these are sales development reps, I think. What are the main benefits for SDRs using Copilot? for sales. I'm not sure if it's going to get some of the metrics, but look, this is how you can use Copilot. This is what I have been doing a lot these last couple of weeks. I've been using Google search before, but since you have Copilot in Bing, I think it's easier just to switch between search and Copilot all the time. That's why I'm just setting up Microsoft Bing these days as my standard search engine. And I think a lot of other people will start doing the same as well. If this is so seamlessly integrated, as you can see here, so I can just go back to search, I can go back to Copilot just in one click, you know, it doesn't take any work. And I can also switch to work, as you can see here, because I am connected to my 365 account, and now I'm actually accessing Copilot for Microsoft 365 in Bing. Now, before you jump to conclusions that I'm actually giving access to Bing or any other outside environment, you're not, because you're really, as you can see here, this applies, so the enterprise compliance standards apply to this chat, right? So it is still within your environment that you're looking for, but again, it makes it more seamless as an integration with your day-to-day work. If you're searching for something, you want to quickly switch back to work and so on, you can do that. Anyway, so I was looking for some of the benefits, right? Let me go back to Copilot, and I'm just gonna have to copy, I guess. Let's copy this into Copilot again, because I want to see. I'm curious if you can actually go back to previous chat here, because I'm not sure if you can do that. Doesn't seem like that, or I haven't found it yet. No matter. So I just want to get you the benefits for SDRs using Copilot for Sales, because it is very, very important to understand why we are doing this, why this is so important. So it's increased efficiency, enhanced productivity, improved customer understanding, personalized service delivery, data accuracy, cross-selling, upselling, improved close rates. Just looking at this, I think you understand that this tool, Copilot for Sales, is very, very important, because it helps you, even you, if you're a business owner and you're the only one right now that is doing sales, this will help you a lot, enhance productivity by itself. And that's why I want to work with this. That's why I want to show you what you can do with that. All right. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to put it in chat. Welcome to the stream, Tadas. Happy to have you here on TikTok. So let's get into it. So the first thing is to build a sales sequence in Dynamics 365 for sales. So I'm going to go to my sales hub right here. And from here on out, we can start creating the sales sequence. Now, I've already started to build some of this. So like I mentioned before in previous streams, we've built this in Miro, we've built this in ClickUp. So let me open that one and let's see what we can recreate in Dynamics 365. The ones that I created were for another company, was for my coaching company, business coaching company. So it's a bit different, of course, but we can definitely reuse stuff. So let's go into Miro. Hey Santushio, welcome to the stream on TikTok. I hope I've put it here. Yeah, I think I did. And then let's open ClickUp as well. Not sure which account that I'm going to use. Hey Joff, welcome to the stream. Okay. Should be able to log in easily. Well, it is, you know, let's go to Miro. A lot of people are joining the stream on TikTok. Do stick around if you're interested in automating stuff using AI, because this will be very interesting to you. Come on, computer, load up faster. All right, connected search. Oh, really? Oh, this is good. You see this, people? Like, ClickUp now introduces connected search. Search and find files from all your favorite apps directly within ClickUp. That's good. I need to test this out. So Google Drive, Figma, GitHub, Confluence, Dropbox, and more. Curious if it will also connect to SharePoint. Let's look at that later. I need other stuff now. So I'm gonna go to my sales here, to my CRM, because I want to see, I want to remember which kind of sales sequence that I used before. I'm gonna have to go into this one. So I made like a checklist here, this one. So I made a checklist of tasks that I want to perform for each prospect. That's what I want to do, okay? So with this, the idea is that anybody within the company can follow this sequence, and we want to make sure that we hit as many of those touch points as possible. Because if we do that, then we can basically, if we hit all of these touch points that we list out here, then we are 100% sure that we did everything in our power to help them make a decision to either work with us or not. That's the point. That's where we want to get them to. So each point, each touch points brings them closer towards us, okay? That's the idea. Now this here, this checklist is manual, so I'm not doing anything automatic here, right? Every single of these touch points, if I do it, I need to check them off. Now this will not be that much different in 365, but it is more visual, and that's a plus, right? That's a plus. So in here I have to go for sequences. So this is Sales Accelerator. Where did I put this? I thought it was here. Let's look. Sequence. Sequences. No. Where did I put this stuff? Marketing list, campaigns. No. This is marketing. Should make this more obvious. Could be just me as well, huh? But sequences. You see here is this, here you can see sequences. Connect sequence, disconnect view, connected sequence, but this is connected to this one. Let's see sequences. Connect contact, but I don't want that. Where are my sequences? That's what I want to know. Dashboards. Okay, you can see that I'm not that accustomed to it yet. Sales insights, personal settings. These are just the settings, right? Yeah. Oh no, here. See, sequences. But these are the settings for the sequences. Okay. About here I can add a sequence. Okay, so you have to go to settings and then to sequences to add a new sequence. Okay. That's what we need to do. Hey OXQJQ, welcome to the stream. So new sequence. So we already have created some of them, like follow-up here, scorecard follow-up sequence. Yeah, that's a good one. I'm just wondering if that's gonna be too specific, because one of the other things that I wanted to show today on the stream was also about storing the score up results in our Dataverse and then building an app on that. That's what I wanted to do as well. So let's start with that one then. Where are we? Here. So we have the sequence, this one. So let's get into it. I know that it was also using some actions that are connected to LinkedIn, but as just suggestions like you see here, and these are the same ones. So you can see this here, yeah. So you can see this is the sequence, right? And then you have some actions like get connected, complete the research, and so on LinkedIn. And this is more or less the same as you can see here, or at least a little bit about these kind of touch points. So LinkedIn connection request, LinkedIn connection accepted. These are the touch points that we need. We definitely need to connect with people on LinkedIn. But the idea is then, okay, if this is from a scorecard follow-up sequence, yeah, if we create content on LinkedIn, if we promote the scorecard, then people that take the scorecard, they're not necessarily already connected to us. So instead of using LinkedIn connection request as first step, which would be another sequence basically, because while we have the scorecard sequence, what we could also do is creating another sequence specific for people that we try to reach out to on LinkedIn directly. So direct outreach, social selling if you want, cold outreach. That's also something we can do. And just give me a minute, people. I want to check something. Just hold on. Hey Yusuf, welcome to the stream. So I'm gonna switch here for a second. Just want to see if the lighting is still okay, because it's getting darker. Just want to check. Okay, this has to go more that way. Yeah, I think this is okay. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We'll go back. Okay. Good. So we're here. So maybe what we should try to figure out if we can connect sequences together. This is the Sales Accelerator workspace, sequences. Learn about sequences. Let's see. Learn to connect records. Let's pick this one. Create conditional workflows with sequences. Create and activate, connect a sequence to records. Let's ask, where are we here? Let's ask Copilot. Can we connect sequences in Dynamics 365 for sales. Yes, you can connect sequences in Dynamics 365 for sales. Sequences are a series of steps. So, okay, what should we do? Create a sequence. You can create a sequence by defining a set of activities and the order in which they should be performed. Okay. Connect records. After creating an activity, activating a sequence, you can connect it to records such as leads, opportunities, and accounts. This allows the activities defined in the sequence to be shown in order on the record summary under Up Next in My Work. You have the option to connect multiple sequences to a single record, which can improve customer engagement and collaboration when multiple team members are working on a record. Sequences can be connected manually through Connect Sequence option on the record page or automatically by using segments, which define criteria for a group of records that qualify for a sequence. Huh. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Hey Elena, hey you are clue to the stream on TikTok. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And you can actually see my clothes. I don't like that. Let's move this a little bit here. Boop. Now they're gone. You don't need to see my clothes, do you? So we can connect multiple sequences to the same record. That's one thing. And we can also automatically connect sequences based on segments. Sounds cool. Sounds good. So, but that means that if we're creating these kind of sequences here, that we will have to, I think it's a little bit like email marketing sequences where you would, so how can I show this? Here. So basically, if we have several sequences, just as with email marketing, you would do something like this. Can I have this one? So it's just, wait, no, what is it doing? Oh, why is this so small? Look at this. No. Get lost. Don't want that. Give me something else. Oh, it's always such a pain to just show something like this. Okay, I'll start with one of these. What I want to say is like with make it big. 800. Yeah. So if you start with sequence 1, it's coming from a specific lead magnet. That's 1. What is wrong with this kind of stuff? And then you have a second one. Then with each of these you have specific emails or steps, right? Step 1, step 2, step 3. There's something wrong with this. Show it. Yeah, okay, it's not ideal, but what if you make it smaller? Annoying. Wait, I'll just use sticky notes. Boom. So you have sequence 1, and and this is coming from a lead magnet. In our case, this could be the score app. And then you have another one, sequence 2. That's another one, and this is, for instance, direct outreach. Dripify. Dripify is what we are going to use in our setup. So Dripify. Yeah. And so with each of these, and you have something like this. So step 1 is whatever it is, and this is like maybe an email, and so on and so on. So we want this same, we're gonna do it here. So step 1 is also, this is maybe a message, right? It's DM. It's not an email, but it's a DM, so that's a step. But eventually this is what I want to make it happen. So this is what I want to do. I think it makes most sense that at a certain stage these come together and they are like general follow-up. And this sequence, okay, like this. So even within email marketing, this is what I call like a highway sequence. Like in the end, no matter where you're coming from, you're ending up in a highway, right? And this highway can contain a lot of these kind of steps. This is step 3, you know, or whatever, step 1 in the sequence. And this can be again an email or any other step. So if we do it like this, then within Dynamics 365 for sales, we would generate 2 or 3 of these sequences specific, like for this one, scorecard. And then we have one for the scorecard. We have one for Dripify. And then once these actions are done, they get into this one. Because I don't want to recreate a whole sequence like this for each step, because it's like duplicating stuff again and again and again. What happens if one of your sequences change, right? So this makes sense to me. The only question is, within Dynamics 365 here, how far can you take this? What if, let's just edit this one. So this is the scorecard. So let's see what kind of actions do we have here. I'm gonna just add one to see what are the options. So we have A/B test, send an email, send a text message, send an automated text message, send an automated email. Then we have the conditions, the commands, advance to another sequence. Okay, so perfect. This is what we need right here, right? This is what we need if we are in this sequence and we are at the end of the sequence, then we go to like a highway sequence and we move on the highway sequence, right? That makes sense to me. Okay, so let's do that because I'm glad that this is here. And to make it ourselves a little bit easier, for now we can just duplicate the one here. Let's go and create a new one. Here, new sequence. So high volume outbound prospecting. Actually, this is perfect. High volume outbound prospecting. This is Dripify, basically. This is webinar invites. This is after sales call, I would say. This is reselling. This is after sales. Webinar follow-up. This is comes after the webinar. Because I have a client right now that is running webinars. So This would be a good one, and then this one. So I'm also thinking, because I was looking at how to recreate email sequences in Dynamics 365 and seeing how it relates to the tools that are out there like Brevo, ActiveCampaign, and so on. And within the Dynamics 365 stack, you have customer insights, journeys, but that price point is crazy high, even for small businesses. I'm very glad that something like this one, Dynamics 365 for sales, is only around $80. Plus Copilot for sales would be around 100, I think. But if you check out D365 Customer Insights, which is the marketing platform that should compete with stuff like ActiveCampaign and so on, but the pricing, I mean, what the hell? Not this one. This is so Customer Insights pricing, this one. And I mean, it looks amazing what it can do in terms of features. Look. Yeah, you have free trial with this one. 1,700 per tenant per month. I mean, what the hell? I don't get it. Why do they have something like this priced this high and something like Dynamics 365 for sales is just 80 per person? Okay, that's per user. This is per tenant. But this would assume that you already have many people in your company. So even the smaller ones, I'm not sure what this means, but unified people. So these prices are crazy. I mean, these are the base plans. So 1,700. That's where it starts. No way. So I would hope that something like these sequences, which have the actions like send automated email, could facilitate something like a simple email sequence already, right? That's what I'm hoping. So yeah. So anybody that is watching right now, feel free to put something in the comments. If you're watching on Twitch, on YouTube, on LinkedIn, on TikTok, doesn't matter. Feel free to put something in chat. Happy to talk about it. So for this one, so for the Dripify sequence, I'm going to use this template. There we go. So this one is, so not the scorecard, but this is a Dripify follow-up. And Dripify is basically an AI tool, an AI, is it AI? No, it's not really AI. It's an automated tool for automated lead generation that helps you create also sequences. And you can connect it to any no-code automation tool like Zapier or Power Automate. So whenever somebody would, if you would send out, you can send out connection requests in bulk. Whenever somebody would accept a connection request, it would trigger that kind of webhook into Power Automate, and that generates or triggers the automation, right? So there we go. This is the sequence. Let's see what this one is. Automated introductory mail. But uses more or less the same thing. Let's see, because here, yeah, automated introductory mail. Huh. Record type lead. So I'm guessing if somebody, if a record gets attached, if a record gets attached to the sequence either manually or automatically, then the first step would be an automated email. And this is the email that it will be sending. Here they have the templates. I'm wondering if I can actually change these kind of templates, if I can add them. So is this one that is using, I can change this to something else. Okay, so this would mean that if I generate a lead from Dripify, that it would automatically send out an email. Is that helpful? It depends again. It depends on what is the sequence, what is the automation in Dripify to see if this is making sense. Right now, I would say no, I don't want this to be automated. I want this to be either manual, but that's not even the first step that we should take. If somebody, and again, we have to look at Dripify for that. So let's go there. So if you don't know Dripify, it's a great tool to do automated outreach on LinkedIn. Where? Oh, it's not here. Must be the other one. Here we go. Oh no, I need to log in. Okay, whatever. I'll do that later. I'm not gonna bore you too much with that. I don't want this one. Look, the thing that I want to do with this is, I'm just thinking here though. Because we want to have people to go to Score app. We have several Score apps. That's the lead magnet. But in what instance do we want people? Because in any case, anything that comes out of Dripify leads to somewhere, leads to a lead magnet, leads to Score app, leads to a Calendly link. So I'm just thinking, you know, and it also looks like this is just completely the same as the other one, to be honest. I'm not sure. Keep editing, just save this one. Maybe they're all the same. Follow-up and contacts don't show up. Ah, yeah, but okay, but I use this one for Score app as well. Invite to an upcoming event. This is for a webinar. Yeah, okay, they only have that one. So if I would use this one for a webinar, for example, use the template. So this is for a workshop invite sequence. You can see here the record type is contact. You have with the other ones it's different. This one record type is lead. This one it's contact. Opportunity, this one. Account even. Lead, webinar follow-up. This is weird that you would invite somebody. It has to be connected to a contact and then it's connected to a lead. Okay. So we can let's check this one out. Yeah, let's check this one. So it's connected to a contact. So we are basically this is like a campaign. Like if you have like Active Campaign, for example, if you have ConvertKit, whatever you use as email marketing, and you would send out an invite to your list, to your email list. That's what it's basically doing here. Sequence starts, send an invitation email. confirmation. Yeah, that's okay. Okay, it's not that much different, to be honest. Okay, so we send something out through Dripify. Okay, we get somebody to connect with us, and we ask like a question. It could be a very easy question, like if you make it simple, like, do you need some help with your automations or stuff like that, right? And then we can capture that in here. And eventually, what we then should create, we have these two, and then we should create something like a highway sequence. And let's use something as start from blank. So this is our highway sales follow prospecting or sales. This is the highway prospect sequence. Because they are not clients yet, it is still prospecting this, and it's connected to a lead or an opportunity, a lead. Let's call it a lead sequence then, because then we have a highway lead sequence, we would have a highway opportunity sequence, and these ones, like an account, I don't want to really use that, that's connected to the company, so that doesn't really make sense. So these two are the ones. So if it becomes an opportunity, then we have like a different sequence. If we are following up with the people through Score, like they've put something into Score app, we want to follow up with them. We want to follow up with them until they book a call, for example, a sales call. If they book a sales call, and from that sales call, it's actually, if it's a sales call, no. First it's an introduction call, and then secondly it's a sales call. If the introductory call generates a sales call, then I would say that it creates an opportunity. It turns into an opportunity, and then between the intro call and the sales call, we would send out like a sequence of extra information. And then I would say this is the opportunity sequence. That's what I would think. Hey Josh, what type of clients do you like working with? Most of them are B2B businesses, to be honest. B2B businesses are the ones that we love working with the most, because it's usually more or less the same processes, and it's higher price point for them in terms of services and products. So if you install some of these processes, streamlining their businesses, even with the smaller increments of efficiency increase, you can gain a lot more value within your business. If you do this for lower ticket B2C products and so on, you need to gain a lot more volume before you can really reach that amount of value that you add to it. And also I would say, B2C can be very fickle, not easy to always work with. They all have different processes anyway. Have you worked with any banks? I did work with banks before, especially here in Belgium. So I've been in this game for more than 15 years right now, and I've been working with a lot of bigger companies, corporates here in Belgium. And banks, the financial industry, I would say, banks specifically, now that you mentioned, I have to think. Yes, I did actually. Yes, I did. Yeah. And then really looking at how they use SharePoint, for example, how they use Microsoft 365 to store information, to work together through Teams and so on. Mainly that with banks primarily. But it's also a very specific industry for sure. Like the finance industry is very specific. So yeah, but I mean, we love to work with anybody, any kind of business that we see that can use some kind of automation, some kind of AI enhancement within their processes to get more benefits, to get more productivity, to get more efficiency. That's really the case. That's really what we're going for with all of this. And even what we're talking about, like this right here, like the sales sequences, I think it's important for any type of business. It doesn't really matter which type of business you are. So So, Joss, in which industry are you at? Are you working on in a bank, or maybe you own a bank? That would be cool. So, highway lead sequence. So, I'm going to use this one. So, we're building out these kind of sequences here in Dynamics 365 for sales. This is the first piece, so that when we get leads in our pipeline, that we can follow up with them with touch points, right? And then we go on and on and on. Eventually, this is just the first step, so it's building sales sequences. The next step will be to customize the Dataverse, which is the database connected to Dynamics 365, to store, for instance, lead comments from Dripify or Score app results. So if they fill out a Score app, that we can store their results, right? Josh, you work with clients in that space looking for more builders and AI solution experts to connect. You're at the right place. There we go. You're an ops advisor and solution designer. I love it. I love it. Awesome. Awesome to have you here, Josh. Really happy to have you here. I'm always looking for more people in the space to connect with and to build a little bit of a community here, even if it's a small one. But I just love to do this shit, you know. I just love to talk about it and come up with really cool solutions for businesses. And yeah, so happy to have you here, Josh. So tell me more about what do you mean with ops advisor? Do you mean that you're looking at the operations in the business and that you try to see or coach them how to improve that? Or do you also do the implementation? So, where was I? Oh yeah. So the sequences, right? So the sequences, one part, then we're gonna store this stuff into specific fields in the Dataverse, and then we're gonna build a Power App to store customer reviews, because this is something I want to connect that with, for instance, Google reviews. If you get a Google review, I wanted to store that automatically into the Dataverse so that eventually we can build our own Copilot. So any BDR, SDR in our company can just go to Copilot and ask, like, okay, for this customer, what is their kind of idea about the company? Do they have any reviews and so on, right? Implementation, Josh, you say implementation is mostly subcontracted out since you want, I'm not sure what a specialist, sorry. Okay, I just saw it. Implementation is mostly subcontracted out since we want specialists. I get it. I totally get it. Yeah, 100%. I would say we are specialists in what we're doing. Myself, I have been working with 365 for more than a decade, like more than 15 years already. Now, last couple of months, since AI really got into the big market, let's say, right? The adoption is crazy within the world. I'm going deeper and deeper and deeper into Copilot for 365. So the AI tool, the AI chatbot from Microsoft connected with GPT models. So you try to stay non-technical in terms of the deep dives to just learn that process. Yeah, I get that. You know, this is our first step as well. If we work with businesses, if we want to streamline anything, then this is where we start. So if this stuff will want to load now, I'm just going to show you. But this is what we do. We try to visualize already their process. The first thing is we have a meeting with them. We let them talk about how they work, and it's really interesting to see sometimes how people come to conclusions by themselves while talking about their process to me. So they might have a process, but they're not really aware like how shitty it is or like how it could be streamlined in such an extent that it's going to create so much more productivity for the team. But that's like the first meeting, and from there on out, we're really going to visualize this stuff. So I'm just going to show you an example. My internet is super slow here. I guess it's because of the streaming, but So stuff like this, yeah, if it wants to load, no, not like this is too simple. But we really go into visualization of like the customer journey, for example, right? Because the whole process that they're talking about usually is basically their customer journey. And if you can visualize that kind of journey, we can very quickly see in which stage that their bottlenecks lies. And from there, we can see, okay, you're using this tool and that tool and that tool. Probably you can consolidate all of that into one tool, maybe 365. You could use AI for this and so on. And most of these processes are common for many businesses, right? So Josh, would love to connect. Yeah, happy to connect, man. For sure, for sure. There's so much demand out there. There's so much businesses that we can help with this. It's just scratching the surface. And that's on the automation side. That's on the digitization side. I'm not even talking about the AI implementation or enhancing processes with AI, which is a huge other element of helping businesses to streamline everything. So once we have created the visualization of the customer journey, then we go deeper into each process. Like this is just an example of one specific process, and then we map that to the tools and so on. So this is basically what we do. So yeah, we're a big proponent of visualizing and getting deep into their processes before we get started with anything. And this part, look, I have an expert in BPM, so business process modeling, in the team. But the thing that I love to do the most, Josh, to be honest, is just like what I'm doing right now is building this, is building these kind of automations, these kind of setups, sequences, and so on, to a point that it really works really streamlined, and that the customer say like, oh my god, this is amazing. Like, and sometimes it's just a small change and it already changes their whole world, you know. And that's what I love about it. So anyway, Resident Clown, oh my god, love what you have done with your hair today, looks fabulous, slay. Well, Resident Clown on Twitch, thank you so much. I actually need to go to the hairdresser. You're right, I need to do that. Well, happy to have you there on Twitch. Happy to talk to you, and happy that you're taking the time to watch this and leave a comment. All right. So I see Joss. I don't know if you're still there. If you're coming back, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just going to continue with this one. So we're working on the highway sequence. Let me see how long we're up on the hour on the stream. So I have to be wary because I want to really show some other stuff as well. So this is the highway lead sequence. Let's just add one action. That would be to send an automated email. Okay. And this could be about why AI is important in your business. So this could be like a general email. And this is just a general email to help prospects to understand more about the possible benefits of AI. I'm going to add an email template. And now I need to create one actually. So, and this I do not know where I get that from. I'm guessing this comes from the Dataverse. Email templates. Let's just pick one because I just want to connect the specialized sequences with the highway sequence. No, not this one. Lead reply, no. There's not really any kind of template that really suits this. Let's take this one. Okay, and now connecting them. So now if I would have, wait, this, oh yeah, okay, wait. Ah, okay, yeah. So this is the scorecard follow-up sequence, and at the end, I don't want to call them. This would be when, well, we have the highway sequence, wait. We also have the, so we said if they're booking an intro call and they book a sales call, they become an opportunity, right? The fact that they do that, so the highway lead sequence would be if they don't book a second call. And then let's duplicate this one, create a copy. We call this one the opportunity. Let's call it, oh, no, let's call it highway opportunity sequence. Yeah, opportunity sequence, save and close. So the, where is it? Sequences. So the opportunity sequence will be run when they book a sales call. So then within the scorecard follow-up, we can say let's edit this one. Hey Maurice, welcome to the stream. Call the customer. Where do we add stuff in here? Here. Conditions. Business process stage. Advanced to yes path if business process. No. Delete. Continue. Don't we have like an if stage based on whatever condition we have? Field value? Oh, okay, got it. So here we would say intro call booked. Somewhere we have to have that field basically. So how do we do that? Well, what is the other one? I'm not sure. But business process stage. Business process. Select business process. Lead to opportunity sales process. Oh, I got it. Yeah, but this is actually a good one because this is your pipeline. So if it reaches the stage, okay. So we have this and we have the stage. We'll have these stages. Actually, we should update those stages because if it reaches the stage intro call, then it then we can start. yeah, if it reaches the stage intro call, this is before the intro call happens, we can start the lead nurture sequence. And then if the intro call happened and it goes from the stage intro call to sales call, then it should start the highway opportunity sequence, right? So let's say we're in qualifying stage, right? If this happens, advance to yes path if business process F. I don't know what F means. Advance to yes if business process function is and stage is. If multiple stages are selected, only one of them needs to be relevant in order to move to the next step. So if this is qualify, yes. But if it's no, I'm not sure. This is confusing a little bit. That's a bit confusing, people. Oh God, here we go again. TikTok always detects that I'm inactive while I'm already streaming for an hour. They want me to just interact with the live studio. Don't ask me why they want to do that. Okay, we have to take a look at this a little bit later now, because I want to switch to another piece of the puzzle here. I need to figure out what this one is. And let's see. Do I have extra information? I don't think so. Manage conditions. Add condition steps to sequences, this one. Business process stage. Define conditions based on business process stage. When you add a condition based on the stage of a business process, you determine the path of a sequence based on which stage the process is in. The business process flows are listed based on type of record. Okay. Okay. BPF is business process flows. Okay. So which means that advance to yes path if business process flow is this one and the stage is qualified. So if it's, let's say that it's not in that stage yet, it goes to no, then what? Set wait time, 2 days, and then you can set like again the condition. That seems a bit odd, no? Let's say if it's yes, if it's a yes that they are in the intro call, they have the call, and then you put like a wait time, I don't know, set a wait time for 5 days. But here again, you need to check if they would have set the sales call or okay, let's set the wait time, and then we say condition if this one is in develop, then if yes, let's jump to another sequence. This is a final step that can't be added to the middle of a sequence. Yeah, which makes sense. So we could just test this here. Not a field value. Ay, caramba. Remove. here we add the command advance to another sequence, and then we can say sequence is why not advance to another sequence, and there are no sequences. Why advance to assign a sequence, let's check. Exit sequence during flow. Condition, here, command steps. Advance to another sequence, okay. So transfer the sequence control from the current sequence to the select sequence. Okay, for example, you have defined a sequence as 1 and attached a sequence as 2 after an initial activity of sending an introduction email. When S1 is attached to a record and seller completes the initial task of sending an introduction mail, the record starts displaying the activities defined in S2. Considerations. A sequence can't start with this activity. Other steps can't be added after this activity. I get that, but does it mean that it has to be of the same record? Where is the save button anyway? Just delete this, please. No, come on. Remove. Let me save. Yeah, why not? Why is this not working? Discard changes, no. Oh, okay. Did it change now? No. Now I'm lost. It did not change. It did not save my settings, huh? Stupid shit. God damn it. I keep editing, of course. But you threw away all my stuff. Exit criteria. What is this? Oh. Let me save. Isn't that weird that it cannot save now? Exit the sequence. Records will disconnect from the sequence when a customer replies to any email in the sequence. Why would I do that? Okay, people, this is not working. Can I activate it? Your change will not affect... yeah, now I can. Save changes. Yes, save, save, save. Okay. Fine. But don't, yeah, no. No. Edit sequence. I don't want it to send an automated email. Not just yet. Delete this. Look, where is the save button now? There was a save button before, wasn't it? Ah, you can even have version histories. That's good. I don't like this. Seems they have some work to do on this for sure. Look, lead. Yeah, these are all lead sequences, so why would this not work then? Sequence starts here. Do I need... No, like another trigger? Maybe just let's pick this one. Not, oh, here. Scorecard follow-up sequence. That works. What about the other way around? Go here. Wait, yeah, edit sequence, yeah. And then advance to another sequence. Yeah? Why? I don't get it. No, I don't get it, people. No. It doesn't give me the option for the other sequences. Maybe it's because I need to activate them. That could be something, right? So let's, here you have the save button. I don't get it why I don't get that with the other. Activate. Activate. Oh, you saw what it, wait. It showed a message. I was a little bit too quick here. So let's do another thing. Test. No, don't want that. Ah, yeah, okay, now I don't have the save button also, but I can activate. You can add new leads to a new version. Okay, that's fine. So it's, if it's already activated, you don't get a save button. No, yeah, okay. This one is inactive, and I saw a message here. Once active, you can connect the sequence to individual leads or segments. No, I don't want that. I thought it said something about connected sequences. So if we go back to this one, let's see if we can now connect it to the one that is active. Ah, yeah. So you can say this. Good. Good, 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 good. And we say activate, save. Okay. Makes sense. Okay, makes sense. What do you think, people watching on TikTok, on LinkedIn, on whatever? Okay. So we have sequences. Well, they're definitely not finished yet, but I want to jump to another piece of the puzzle, which is customizations in the Dataverse. How much time do we have left? 1 hour. I'm just thinking what would be the best here. Let's build this one. Let's store customer reviews. I want to show this one. This is a cool one. You'll love this one. Okay, so I'm gonna go to Power Automate. I'm gonna go to the tables. So this is then the Dataverse. Just gonna check which environment that I'm in. Always check your environment, people. Titanify apps. Yeah, it's fine, because I also want to make sure that I have all the information from the leads and contacts and so on in the same database. And actually, remember that I said, where do they get these email templates from? This one, I guess. This is the table behind the email templates, I'm pretty sure. Ah, but look, data in this table is read-only. Yeah. But here you can see contact, reconnect. This is definitely, although, wait a minute. No, it's not. No, it's not. This is not the one that it's connected to Dynamics 365 for sales, is it? Could be, like, thank you for registering with us. Webinar follow-up, yeah, I do think that's the one. But there are more in here that we saw in in Dynamics. So I'm not sure why. Okay. But what we want to do here is we want to create a new table that is going to store customer reviews. Customer reviews, so we can use those customer reviews in any way we want. This can be used through a custom copilot that we are going to create that will help our salespeople to produce better sales scripts, for example. We could do that. We could actually, this is a good one. Now that I think about it, look, let's build a custom copilot to help create custom sales scripts for specific ICPs, ideal customer profiles, and specific opportunities. Yeah, I like that one. Because what we want to do with this one then is that we create a custom copilot with data that we store from places like Google Reviews. So here, let's so store customer reviews is coming from Google Reviews, from could be Trustpilot. I want to store this because this is data that is important. Because if you can create a custom sales script that includes some of the data that is coming from customer reviews, I think that is very valuable. So we're going to do that. And to do that, so the first thing we need to do is to add actually a table. Where are my tables? Here we are. So we have to add a table in, think about it. Okay, whatever. We'll do it. No worries. No worries. So we're gonna add a new table in the Dataverse that will store our customer reviews. And how to do that? So we go to the Power Apps environment. We go to our tables. We click on New Table, and then we go to describe the new table, because here, also within Power Apps, within the Dataverse, we can use Copilot to create our tables. And then we can do something cool as this. And I tested this before, it's really cool. So I wanna here, what do you want to do with this table? Wait, I'll show on TikTok so you can see as well. There we go. So here you can see on the bottom here, what do you want to do with this table? So I want to store customer reviews coming from several platforms like Google, Trustpilot, and others. What we could also do, we want to also we're going to just say we also want to capture the stars, the amount of stars given, as well as let's just do it like this, right? So I want to store customer reviews coming from several platforms like Google, Trustpilot, and others. And we also want to capture the amount of stars given. That's what we want to create as a table. So we ask Copilot to do it for us. And it does not only create the structure, it also already populates some records. Now this is definitely not ideal in terms of data structure, but again, it saves so much time, right? So you have the stars, you have the review text. We can also say we also want to store the name of the reviewer and potentially the location, country, yeah, like this. So we do that. What it will do is we'll add columns to the same table. See, the customer reviews table has been updated. So it uses the same table, but now it adds more columns to it, right? So reviewer name, location, which is the country. Perfect. And this is a great way to quickly create test data, databases, tables that you can use to create apps from. So we're going to create this one, and we can always update everything later, but at least this creates very quickly in just a few, like in 2 sentences, we asked to create a table to store customer reviews. Boom, done. We create it and we have it. That's the beauty of this. That's the beauty of using Copilot with this. So that's done. And now, so we want to store information in here. So the tricky part here will be, and actually we want to add another column. I want to add another column. Because I want to show you how you can use AI to enhance the data. So we're going to go to columns. And here I can add a new column. And what I want to add is review sentiment. So review sentiment meaning like, okay, is it positive, negative, or neutral? And this ties into an AI prompt that you can use within Power Automate that extracts the sentiment from an input. And in this case, the input can be the customer review. So we do that. It's just going to make it very, very simple. You could make a choice field out of this, but I'm just going to keep it like this for simplifying all of it. So we have now customer reviews table. If you want to add more customer reviews manually, you could create an app from this and would generate a Power app based on a table. Easy as that, right? So even if you don't really know how to code, how to build any apps, you have never done it before, just create a table, click on this one, and it will create an app for you that you can publish. You can use it on your phone. You have your Power Apps application here, and you can update your table. Now, that will save so much time. You don't need to create fancy SQL databases or whatever. You can just do it like this. Okay, so the next step is now that I want to build a Power Automate that populates, that adds customer reviews based on Google reviews. And I'm not even sure if that's possible. That's just what I want to figure out here with you. I'm just thinking, what is next? So we have storing customer reviews in the Dataverse. We have done that, and then we want to create our own Copilot. But first, I want to show creating a Power Automate with specific AI-generated responses. Yes, if we have the score app results, but we're working on this right now. So I'm just going to use that for now. So we're going here, and I'm still in Titanify apps. So I want to create an automated one. Now is the interesting part. Now is the interesting part on how we are going to trigger the Power Automate to add these customer reviews. And there are a couple of options. I'm just going to check if you can have something like Google. You have here, you can see Google Calendar, Google Tasks, Google Contacts. Sign in to create a connection to Google Calendar. So this will create a connection with my Google Calendar. So let's do it. Then I already have the connection. That's one thing. And I'm thinking the business account. Sure. So now I have actually access to my Google account. So I can do a lot of stuff here. You can see I have my account right here. Yeah. So I don't want that actually. I want to change. I want to add a new one. I'm going to connect with another account. Yeah, which is, and I'm going to firstly change here because I don't want you to see that actually. I'm going to go into this one. Yeah, perfect. So I'm going to connect it to another Google account as a connection. So I'm creating the connection right here. So perfect. So now what I want to do, gonna remove this one. Yes. So now if I would select another Google event like this one, I would have, oh no, I need to sign in again. Because it's another service of Google. Okay. So the one that I just added is only for the calendar. But I'm thinking Google My Business, right? Google My Business. That's what I want to get to. So if it's not available here, so there's not really anything available here within Google connectors. So we have the calendar, we have the task, we have the contacts. That's it. Nothing from Google My Business. So which makes me think that we should call a webhook from Google My Business. So let me go back again here. And let's go log into my Google first of all. Yes, this one please. And then we have to log in into Google. This one. Okay. Okay. So I'm logged in now. Then we are going to go to Google My Business. I'm just so wait. I'm thinking I need to search for myself. So Titanology is the company name. Here you have Google My Business. Okay, so from here you have the reviews. I'll have to search for it. I really don't know. Let's call first trigger Zapier when Google My Business review added. See that Zapier has an integration with this. New review, see this one. That's what I mean, that's really the difference between Power Automate and Zapier. Zapier, in most cases, already has a lot of these custom connectors, popular connectors with popular platforms like with Google and so on. And I get it, I guess. Yeah, Google is a competitor of Microsoft, but still, if they have already these kind of connectors with the calendar and so on, why not having something like Google My Business? It's annoying, basically. So there has to be another way. There has to be a way that Google allows us to call a trigger or a webhook based on that event. So let's search for that. Call webhook when Google review added. Here, no. Google developers. Google for developers. I guess we have to go there. Setting up a webhook. This might be it. Webhooks are lightweight solutions for pushing alerts from your organization into the platform. Navigate to source settings and suggestions webhooks. After saving, it appears on the main page. Copy the webhook URL and you need to enter it. I'm not sure what this is. SOAR features? What the fuck is that? I mean, this is a whole other kind of worms, this kind of Google platform. Security operations. There must be a way, there must be a way. There must be a way. Google developers, let's go there. Build a Google Chat app as a webhook. How does a webhook work? Here, let's go here. So, to give you even more flexibility in building actions, you can delegate logic to HTTPS web services. So what can I do? But this is building a chatbot again, and you can see conversational actions were even deprecated. Console. Actions on Google. Google Assistant. No. Let's go to developers.google.com. Products. Google AI, Chrome, Google Workspace, Identity. Where is Google My Business? I don't want to use Zapier. I mean, it's a bit stupid that we could set up Zapier basically, right? We could set it up in Zapier because they already have the connections and then call a Power Automate using the information from Zapier. But I just want to connect both, like from Google My Business to Power Automate using a webhook. Okay. Call Power Automate webhook when Google review added. How do I create a webhook? No. No. Call Power Automate webhook when Google review added to Google My Business. Let's ask Copilot. Here we go. Create a form stack form. Form stack. What is form? What does form stack have to do with anything? Doesn't have official, but using technology to integrate. Nope, not what I'm looking for. God damn it. This seems more difficult than I thought. No. Set up webhook when Google review added. Sign in with your business messages Google account. This could be something. Set your webhook. Business messages. Business communications. Open a business communication developer console. Sign in with your business messages Google account. Do I even have that? Create a partner account. Business messages combines entry points on Google Maps, search and brand websites to create a rich asynchronous messaging experience that delights customers and drive business results. I don't know. So what does it do? Make sure correct partner account, webhook endpoint. Note your client token. You need it to verify that messages you receive are coming from Google. Configure your webhook to accept post requests from with a specified client token. Yeah. Your agents should unless you're using a pre-built automated solution like Dialogflow, you need to define the behavior of your agent. But this is again a chatbot. Business communications. Yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that. Hey, SDR leaders from EMEA, welcome to the stream. Happy to have you here. I saw your account. I really like what you're producing in terms of content. I think it's important. As you can see that I'm also like very much into sales enablement and so on, but specifically from the automation standpoint. I just love to do those kind of things. So building sales processes, automating them, inputting or like enhancing them with AI. It's really something that I'm really passionate about, because last couple of years I've been building businesses, and the thing that I've learned the most last couple of years is sales and marketing to grow my businesses. And every business should learn how to do sales properly. And if you're building a team of sales reps, they should also be as efficient as possible, because wasting your time doing sales is stupid, right? So building the sales processes is what I had to learn for myself using tools like ClickUp and so on. I did a lot of things manually, but now I want to automate stuff. Now I want to automate stuff for myself, for other people, and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So happy to have you on the stream. Let me know what kind of processes do you use usually. Are you using automation? Are you using AI to enhance the sales processes within your business or the people that you're connected with? It would really be cool to have a talk about that. So again, okay, I've shown you this. I have no idea how to really connect Google reviews. Maybe there's something for Trustpilot. Let's look at Trustpilot for now. Trustpilot, no, not come on. Let's go to Trustpilot then and see if we can log in there. Trustpilot, and see if they might have something. And otherwise, we really just have to go to Zapier. I mean, we're spending a lot of time here again, figuring something out, and maybe it's just as easy as let's just do it with Zapier. And that's fine, you know, if you want to build automations that work efficiently, if this is the most efficient way to build it, let's just do it, you know. So here, let's go and build a Zap. Let's build a Zap. If the platform wants to work with me, what would you like to automate? When new Trustpilot review is added, call Power Automate webhook. Boom. New review, trust radius, create execution. Yeah, no, this is not helpful. This is the wrong tools. Come on, Zaps. Okay. No, I don't want your Copilot. Everybody has a Copilot these days. I want Trustpilot. No triggers available. God. Google My Business. My Google Business Profile, this one. So here I can say new review. Perfect. And then I can say sign in. This is the easiest way. Right now, this is the easiest way. I don't like to do it this way because it's like an extra step. Well, it shouldn't have to be, but okay. Could not connect to your account. Unable to retrieve accounts. Request had insufficient authentication scopes. Sorry. I had to, of course, do that. Fuck off. Connect, please. Why is this so difficult? See, edit, create, and delete your Google business listings. Has already some. See the two services to which Zapier has some access. Continue. Okay, now it works. So we have then the trigger, we have the account, this one, location, whatever, technology, that's correct. Test. Do we have already a review? I don't even know. Yeah, we do. Here we go. Perfect. So we can use that one, and then we're gonna do call a webhook. How was this again? I forgot. God, I always call Power Automate. If you don't do it that much, you'll really forget very easily. I think it's HTTP. It's a post. Come on. Call Power, and I did it before many times actually, but okay. From Zapier. API call. Oh, okay. Looks like so used. Yeah, it's webhook, right? I think it's the webhook. Not sure why I didn't. Choose an event. Post, not get. Post. Then you have the URL, which is the one from Power Automate. So we can add a trigger here, and here we say HTTP. This one, when an HTTP request is received, we have to add an action, otherwise it will never save. So let's always go this route, add a chat. It's an easy one. Chatbot. Just put it in channel, it's fine. Team. Put it in lab. No, put it in lab. Put it in a channel, which is Zapier. Oh, Zapier. Testing. There we go. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Anybody can use the URL, which is fine. And now I save. This is new. Save draft. Okay, so we have the URL right in here. Just, yeah, save. Save. They changed this again, huh? Now I have to publish or what? I don't get it. Get Google review. Save. Generated. Hi, Marika. There's a potential issue. This flow is off, no kidding. There has been a lot of changes lately on the platform, I can tell. Now this, what is this? They're playing around a little bit too much, huh? Come on, chat. Team. Look, what is this? And this was happening with the Dataverse as well, so I'm really annoyed by this. I don't have a URL, I have nothing, eh? For fuck's sake. Anyway, that's how you do it, so that's how you get all of this in here. I will do the rest later this week when we do another stream. The last thing, yeah, honestly, what I also wanted to show you, which I want to clip basically as well. Which one is this? Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, let's take this one for now. So another thing that I wanted to show you is how to list rows from the Dataverse. And especially, let's keep that for later. Let's remind me, people, that I'm going to show you how to list rows from the Dataverse in Power Automate, and especially filtering on a field from a lookup field. I'll do that later. I just want to, let's go into Copilot Studio. Copilot Studio. And it's copilotstudio.microsoft.com. If you go to, you can subscribe actually, you can get the trial version of Copilot Studio, and you can build your own Copilots, which is the same as building your own ChatGPTs. And the one that I want to build is this one. So like I said before, I want to create a custom Copilot to help create custom sales scripts for specific ideal customer profiles and specific opportunities. That's what I want to do with custom Copilot, with Copilot Studio. Copilot Studio is the environment, like you have the Power Apps environment where you can build custom Copilots. And it really looks good. They updated the whole interface and it really looks good. So you can have like your own HR Copilot which uses specific information from your HR department. You can have several topics, and each topic has then a specific flow connected to it. So here you can build the flow like you can build on Power Automate as well. You have specific knowledge, so you can add PDFs, but you can also add sites, Dataverse tables. That's why this one, it's in preview, but this is super powerful because then we can use data coming from the Dataverse in our own Copilot. Amazing, really cool. Public website files, and you can see there's other connectors here. We can do a lot of shit with this, right? And this is what I want to explore, to build my own Copilot for sales. That's what I want to do. But we will do that in another stream because we're on it now for about 2 hours, and usually we do streams for about 2 hours because I don't want to burn myself out, and there's a lot of stuff still that needs to be exploring. So I'm going to leave it to this. I want to thank you all, thank you everybody for viewing, for being here. Josh for being here on TikTok, SDR Leaders of EMEA for sticking around as well on the stream. Thank you so much. Resident Clown on Twitch, thank you for the comments. And anybody that watches the recording and watches this on all the other platforms, thank you so much for watching, for sticking around. And if you have any questions about what I have been doing here, what I have been building, please put them in the comments. I'm happy to answer anything that you are bringing to the table. And I will see you on another day. Probably it will be on Thursday, this Thursday, around the same time, where we will go deeper into the custom Copilot, the Power Automate, as you can see, like getting reviews from Google, storing that in the Dataverse. This is stuff, exciting stuff that we can do with this. So again, thank you so much. Have a great evening, everybody, and I'll see you on next time. Keep automating the businesses. Keep doing it.